Namaste. Today, we're going to do some chair yoga. All right? So first, I want to find a chair. A sturdy chair with a flat back. Also, sneakers or some kind of stable footwear. You don't want the chair to slide. You don't want your feet to slide. We've got a few minutes here. You also want to have, a little small inflatable ball, one that you can easily put in your hand. We'll be using it for light toning. We'll be putting it underneath our leg. Again, you don't need to use the ball if you're not comfortable using it. So go ahead, get your stuff together. Put your sneakers on, your shoes on. Another thing you're going to want is a water bottle. Remember to drink water before, during, and after. If you have not been drinking water today, please drink some. Water helps to not only to energize us, helps to clear out toxins. As we do yoga, we are moving toxins through our bodies. So the best way at the end, we get them out through breath, exhales, different breath work. Also, just like after getting a massage, when they say to drink water, so the toxins don't settle back into your body. Same with yoga. Make sure you drink your water afterwards also, so we clear things out. Again, if you come onto this partway through, or if you can't do it with us live, then you can always go back and replay underneath my post, my Facebook post. It's also going to be posted after class on the Central Penn Fitness virtual classes. So under my post or under those. I do a little bit of sound also. And we'll do a little toning at the end. So these sound vibrations, when they flow through our bodies, they actually have benefits to our organ cells and glands. They bring us into a state of balance and harmony. They can release tension. They actually can attack cancer cells and can reduce tumors and help bones heal. There's so much benefit to tones. So we'll be doing some humming and some toning at the end. It's very simple that you can do every day. Helps strengthen our immune system. Yoga, we'll be sitting and standing. We'll be doing yoga. The only difference with chair yoga, it's not cheating, is we just don't get up and down off the mat, so you don't need a mat. So if you have any knee issues, any shoulder issues, this is an easier way to do your yoga without that stress. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy, because we're still doing yoga. So again, listen to your body. Respect any range of motion restrictions. If you've had any recent injuries or surgeries or any chronic conditions, please respect those. Modify anything as needed. If there's something that you want further instruction on or questions about, you can always send me some comments. And also good, bad feedback. Since all this is, I've been doing this now all week. I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable with it. We are now in an area that's lit. I didn't have this space cleared, so you'll be able to see me today. The last class I did was a little dark. So, and we are going to add a couple things to it. We're going to do some planks on the chair. So if that's something you won't feel comfortable with, I'll show you different ways to do it. You'll just come back into the stretch that we would go into. And I'll direct you through all of it. Okay. Let me check the time. Okay. Looks like it's about time to begin. Again, if you do come into this, it's fairly important to do the warm-up in yoga. We start with breath work. We warm up the body so our bodies are more ready to go into the poses. We don't want to just go right in anything, just like regular exercise. So if you jump into this partway through, You can go back to the beginning. So I would suggest doing that rather than just jumping right in. Okay. Same thing also with a class. I know many people will rush in a class, maybe 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, and they've missed the warm-up. So if you actually come to a live class, a real class, outside of the home, give yourself that time to warm up. Focus on the breath before you join the rest of the class in the flow. So alignment's very important. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Feet underneath the knees, coming towards the front of the chair, shoulders above the hips, head is in alignment with the spine. Now at times I'll be turning to look at you, where normally you would want to keep your head forward, especially if I turn to the side. So I welcome you all here. It's supposed to get sunny out today, so this is a nice way to warm your body up, warm your mind and spirit, and then go outside and enjoy some sunshine. So this is our sanctuary. So also find a place where nothing's going to bother you. Mute your phones, just like in a regular class. Muting your phones. I have heard people say, oh, I started the yoga video and then the phone went off. We are in control of all of that. I always mute my phone, and then I choose when I want to open things up and look at them. So to start to not become so dependent on running and jumping for what others want, if anything this has showed us about being stuck here at home is giving ourselves that time and that space and that allowing to do things that are good for us, even if it's cleaning up a room. When we clean space, it opens up energetically within us. So there's much more power to it than just clearing that physical space. Think about how good you feel after you've done something like that. So now we're going to open up the energy flow within us with this yoga, bringing alignment, flexibility, and balance, the side benefits, and strength to our bodies. Where the main goal of yoga is to find that inner peace, that deep relaxation, that letting go, attaining that kind of higher wisdom and spiritual enlightenment. And if people say yoga, I'm going to bring this up because there might be people watching this that are new to yoga. Is yoga a religion? Yoga is not a religion. It is a way of being. So there is no religious aspect to this. It's about communion that we have with spirit, whatever we deem it to be, with ourselves, with nature. It is whatever you want it to be. Yoga means to yoke or unite. So when they say body, mind, and spirit, that's what it means. We're uniting our physical body with our mind and a spirit within us. All right? So let's start. Come towards the front of the chairs. You've hopefully been holding that pose, that alignment. And if you started to slump, which is easy to do, sit up tall. When we do that, we also open up the lungs, open up the heart, so we have a deeper lung capacity. Yoga also helps to strengthen the lungs with the yogic breath. We engage with the diaphragm muscle. We don't think about that as we work the other muscles of our bodies. So let's get comfortable. Bring the shoulders up in the ears and let them drop. Gently close our eyes. Let the arms rest loosely down. Let our hands rest loosely on our thighs. As we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Tucking the chin like we're holding a tennis ball underneath our chin. Feeling the lengthening of the back of the neck. In through the nose and out through the nose. So in yoga, we go into a deeper breath. It's called Ujjayi breath, or some they call it the ocean breathing because it sounds like the ocean waves flowing in and out. This may be not so easy at first. As long as we're breathing, it's okay. In through the nose and out through the nose. Feel that breath from deeper within, expanding, opening up through the belly and the rib cage and the heart space. and the back of the throat. And on the exhale, letting go as we let the chest deflate, ribs close, belly deflates as the pelvic floor rises. And feel this flow go the whole way down through our legs, down through our knees, down through our ankles, through the bottoms of our feet, into the earth. Feel all four corners of our feet connecting. Continuing the breath. In and out through the nose, even inhales and even exhales. Again, if you're just getting on and missing the breath work, please go back to the beginning so you can start with the breath work. Listen to those ocean waves, hearing them flow in and out. And feel them flow in like we're on our beach chairs and we're sitting on the beach, that hard packed sand so that we're level. And feel the light above shining upon us. There's a cord at the crown of our head pulling us up into the heavens. Feel that lengthening of the spine, shoulders pressing down, elbows loose. Again, palms just resting lightly on our thighs. Engaging with our bandhas as we pull the pelvic floor up and in, pull the belly in and up, and tuck that chin. Feel those roots spreading and expanding to each one of us here. Through our town, through our city, through our state, and through our country, through the seas, the oceans, the world, the atmosphere, as we breathe in and out together through our hearts, opening up through the belly, continuing that three-part breath in the rib cage and the heart space. And on the exhale, letting the chest deflate, ribs close, belly deflates as the pelvic floor rises. As we send love out through those roots to each one of us. The universe, and then breathing it back in, megafold. Put a smile on our face as we breathe in joy and peace and harmony and balance. Whatever good positive things you want to bring into your life, breathe them in. And on the exhale, let them go. We're going to do a little humming. So keeping the eyes closed. I'm going to breathe in through the nose on the exhale, like that. And when you do that, start to feel any tension you're holding on to. Gently release and let go. So let's start together. Eyes are closed. In through the nose. We're going to do 3 full cycles at our own pace. So now you don't need to be limited by those around us. Do what feels right. Go as deep, as loud, as long as you like. 3 full cycles. Let's start together. Breathing, and don't do what I do. Do what feels right for you. Breathing in through the nose to start. let that nice deep inhale happen. Feel that cleansing and that opening and that clearing. On the exhale, let the shoulders relax. Feel whatever we just broke free crumble away. You might feel your breath deepening, expanding. Bring our palms together, hands to heart center. That big smile on our face. Thumbs connecting with our heart space. Gently open our eyes. Pressing those shoulders down a little bit deeper. Remember to keep that spine nice and long. Pull the pelvic floor up and in. Pull the belly into the spine. We're going to point the fingers out in front. Extend. Breathe in as we open. Just out to the side. Exhale together. Breathe in as we bring them back. Exhale, extend. Breathe in as we open. Exhale together. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in as we bring it back. Exhale, extend. Breathe in as we open. And exhale together. Stay here. Spine is long, core is engaged. Bring the arms up over our head. Now interlock the fingers with the index finger pointing up like a Christmas tree or a church steeple and one thumb over the other. Reach up, lift, and lengthen. Arms alongside the ears. On the exhale, gently folding over to the left. Remember to call the same side. Coming back to center. Reach up as we breathe in, folding over to the right. Back to center. Reach up, turn the palms away as we sweep our arms down. Nice and slow. If you're like me, you feel these heavy weights that we carry around. We're going to do this 3 times. Each time you'll feel the weight lessen. Now palms facing in, sweeping the arms up. Reach up, lift, and lengthen. On the exhale, turn the palms away. Gently sweeping the arms down. Each time the weight starts a little bit lower. Letting it all release. One more time, palms facing in, sweeping the arms up. Reach up, lift, and lengthen. Nice long spine. Turn the palms away. Exhale. Gently, gently. Pressing everything down. Let the arms reach down. Fingers reaching towards the earth. Pull the hands into fists and spread them wide. Now pull the hands into fists. Pull the shoulders up in the ears and let them drop. Spread the fingers wide. We're going to add to this. Pull the hands into fists. Now we're going to start to bring the arms out. Breathing in, pulling them up. Exhale, release. Bring them up and out a little bit higher. Again, if you have any shoulder restrictions, this is all the further you can go. That's fine. If not, you can come up a little bit higher. Start to press through the palms. Getting those wrists. Breathing in, pulling up. Exhale, release. We're using those hands now, pressing through the palms as we come down. Pull the hands into fists, spreading them wide. And then we're going to bend them and then again, pressing them down. One more time. Breathing in, pulling up, hands and fists. Release now. Bring the backs of the hands together. Reach up to the sky. Interlock the fingers. This time, if it doesn't bother your wrist, press the palms up. Lift up and lengthen as we breathe in, gently folding over to the right. Coming back to center. Reach up, breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, folding over to the left. And back to center. Reach up, turn the palms away. This time wiggling those fingers like we're releasing gently, letting them come down. Bring your left hand underneath the chair, right arm down along the side. Sweep it up. Reach up, lengthen, rotate that hand 3 times one way. And 3 times the other way. Reach up, lift, and lengthen. Exhale, reach out and over to the left. Turn the palm away as we sweep the arm down. Reach underneath that chair, sweep the left arm up, reach up, lift, and lengthen. Feel the whole spine lengthening. So we're really reaching up, lengthening arm alongside the ear. Rotate that left hand. Keeping those knees above the ankles 3 times one way, 3 times the other way. So if your feet are back here, out to the side, bring them underneath. And then turn the palm away as we sweep the arms down. Interlock the fingers behind the back if you can. Open up through the chest. Bring the shoulder blades together as we breathe in. With a nice long spine, come forward 45 degrees. So you're coming halfway. Bring the arms up behind. Gaze out in front. Engage the pelvic floor and the core. Keep the spine long as we come back up. Let everything release. Again, left hand underneath the chair. Sweep that right arm up, reach up, lift and lengthen. Exhale, reaching out and over. This time, bring the hand to the left side of the head. Bring the elbow up and then turn your head. Press away from the chair and look up towards the sky as we breathe in. Stay here. On the exhale, look down towards the floor on the left side as we gently press that right elbow back. Bring it back to center. Sweeping that right arm down. Reaching underneath the chair. Sweep that left arm up. Reach up to the sky. Lift and lengthen. On the exhale, reaching out and over a little bit deeper. Bring the hand to the head. Keep the elbow up. Receive a breath. Gently press away and then turn your head and look up towards the sky. Keeping that elbow up above the shoulder. Receiving a breath. And on the exhale, looking down towards the floor, gently pressing that elbow back. Releasing, bringing everything back to center. Bringing both arms out in front. Sweeping them out to either side and bringing them back. A little bit deeper this time. Now bring them up, bring the hands behind the head, bring the elbows back. So if you've been sitting on the computer a lot or looking at your phone or reading tablets, maybe we've been bent over a lot. So we're going to open everything up. Open up through the chest as we breathe in. Bring the elbows back. On the exhale, round. Tuck the chin. Breathing in as we open. Front of the heart. Exhale, round. Tuck the chin. Bring the elbows together. Breathing in as we open. Exhale, round. Breathing in as we open. And exhale, round. Breathing in as we open. And exhale, round. Tuck the chin. Let's bring the arms out to either side. Shoulders relaxed. And then sweeping the arms down. So we're going to lift one knee and then the other. So you don't want to sink back. And again, you want to pay attention to any lower back issues you have. If you want to stay low, that's fine. We will gradually go a little deeper. So listen to your body. We do not sink back. All right. So first I'll do front and then I'll turn to the side. So we'll start. Sit up nice and tall. Core is engaged. Receive a breath. On the exhale, bring that right leg up. Just we're holding our hands underneath that hamstring. Breathe in as we sit up nice and tall. Lower. Exhale, bring that left leg up. Just part way. Breathe in as we lower. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, bring that right leg up. Maybe a little bit higher yet. Engage the core. Come back to center. Nice and tall. Bringing that left leg up. Breathe in as we sit up nice and tall. Maybe bring that right leg up a little bit deeper. If it bothers your back, stay low. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, bring that right or left leg up. Exhale, lower. Now we're going to add to this. Receive a breath. You can either stay here with your hand underneath your hamstring or go a little deeper. If we do wrap your arm around your shin, we do not sink back. We pull the chest into the thigh or the thigh to the chest. Give ourselves a nice hug. Now put a smile on our face, and we're going to trace a smile with our toes. Tracing from one corner to the other, right and left, and right, and left, and right, and left. Give ourselves another hug. Sit up nice and tall. Receive a breath. Engage the core as we bring that right leg down. And turn to the side. Receive a breath. Bring that left leg up, either just part way or wrap your arm around your shin. Sit up tall. Bring the chest in to meet the thigh. We don't sink back. Put a big smile on your face. And again, from left to right, we're going to trace that smile with the toes. Left to right, and left to right, and left. Tracing that smile. We'll do one more. And left, and right. Give ourselves another hug. Sit up nice and tall as we breathe in. Engage your core as we bring that left leg back down. All right. Let's come back to center. Hands to your thighs. Open up through the chest. Come forward as we breathe in. Little seated cat and cow. Open up through the chest. Exhale, round. Tuck the chin. Pull away. We'll turn sideways. Breathing in as we come forward. Opening up the front of the heart. Exhale, round. Pulling away. The back of the heart. Breathing in as we come forward. And exhale back. Round. Breathing in as we come forward, maybe a little bit deeper this time. Round and press ourselves, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, and then sit up nice and tall. Right. So we're going to come out of our chair. So we're going to come towards the front of the chair. When we stand up, we want the feet underneath the knees. We do not want them back here. It puts pressure on our knees. Engage the core and lift up. Right. We're going to turn our chair around this time. There's some things here. Again, if you want some water, at any time, grab some water. So today, we're going to turn the chair around. Again, if you lift the chair, engage the core, you can always pivot it on its side. So we're going to be facing the seat of the chair. First, we're going to do some half folds. Half folds, feet hip width apart. I'm going to turn the chair sideways just so you see what I'm doing. All right. So we want to be in front of the chair seat, feet hip width apart. Core is engaged, pelvic floor is engaged, palms facing in. Sweep the arms up and back. Press the hips forward. Exhaling, leading with the chest, folding halfway. So you can adjust your feet as needed. Feet hip width apart underneath your hips. Head in alignment. In alignment with the spine. Head in between the shoulders, above the heart. Start to feel this release. Going the whole way down the spine, down through the back of the legs. Feel this release. Receive a breath. And then bending the knees, lowering the hips. Bring one hand to one thigh, one hand to the other. Open up to the chest as we breathe in. Exhale, round and roll up, tucking the chin, one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping the arms up. Palms together, hands to heart center. Pressing those shoulders down. I'm going to turn the chair back around. All right. So, again. So another tip, if you have any shoulder issues when you bring the arms up like this, then keep the palms in and bring them up like this. All right. Sweep the arms up and back. Press the hips forward. Exhaling, leading with the chest. Sweep the arms out in front, folding halfway. Again, keep the head in alignment with the spine, in between the shoulders, above the heart. Receive a breath. Bending the knees. Lowering the hips, hands to your thighs, open up to the chest as we breathe in. Exhale, round and roll up, tucking the chin, one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping the arms up, palms together, and hands to heart center. Pressing the shoulders down. So we're going to bring the legs a little bit wider than our hips, as wide as the chair. Feet angled to the side and the front. So when we do that, we're going to come in front. We're going to be sweeping up and down. So when we do that, we want to keep the knees behind the toes. We're going to do a little moonflowers and sunflowers. So first we're going to start in an X. Reaching our arms, shoulders are relaxed. Reaching those fingers. Feet angled to the side and the front. Receive a breath on the exhale as we lower. Bring the elbows into the ribs, knees behind the toes. Breathe in as we extend, exhale, lower. Breathe in as we extend, exhale, lower. Breathe in as we extend, exhale, lower. Now some sunflowers. Sweep the arms up and over as we breathe in. Now we're going to bend, fold, sweep the flowers off the chair. Keep the spine long. Breathing in, exhale, sweep the flowers. So we do fold halfway. Breathing in, sweep up and over. Exhale, sweep the flowers one more time. Up and over. Now we're going to stay here. I'm going to turn sideways. So, remember when we come down, the knees are behind the toes. All right, hands on the chairs. Now, bring the heels out so the feet are pointing forward. And we're going to lower and lift. Also, if it's too cushy, too much for your wrist, you can come on your fists with your thumbs pointing forward. Breathe in as we lower, sink the hips down. Exhale, lift. When we lower, our gaze looks up. Exhale, lift. Gaze looks down. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in as we lower. And exhale, lift. Let's stay here. A little shift side to side. As we shift over to the right, you want to watch that right knee. Press through that heel to return. Shift over to the left. And back to center. Keep the spine long. Shift over to the right and back to center. Breathe in over to the left. Back to center. Breathe in over to the right. And back to center. Gaze out in front. And back to center. Over to the right one more time. Now we're going to lift the left toes. Sink to the right just a little bit more. Keep that right knee above the ankle. Lift those left toes. Feel that stretch, that inner thigh. And then back to center. Place that left foot forward. Shift over to the left. Check that knee and then sink a little bit deeper as we lift the right toes. Receive a breath. Come back to center. Both feet pointing forward. And I'm going to do a little twist while we're here. So that left hand will come to the center of the mat, center of the chair underneath our nose. Core is engaged, spine is long. Right arm down along the side. First, just bring it out to the side. Follow with your head and gaze. Exhale back to center. Breathe in as we bring it up a little bit higher. Exhale back to center. Maybe we can bring it up a little bit higher yet. Listen to your body. Exhale back to center. Now if it feels right, bring it the whole way up to the sky. Or wherever you can reach. Don't force it. Looking up that arm if you can. Arm in one straight line as we breathe in. Exhale as we bring it back down. Bring that right fist or palm to the middle of the chair underneath the nose. Left arm down. Keep that core engaged. Spine is long. Breathe in. Bring that left arm out to the side. Exhale back to center. Breathe in as we bring it up a little bit higher. Exhale back to center. Breathe in. Maybe up a little higher yet. Exhale back to center now. If you can, safely bring it the whole way up and reach up to the sky. Arms are in one straight line, maybe looking up that arm as we breathe in. And exhale as we bring it back to center. And let's walk the feet together. So do a little cat and cow. First, just a cat. So first we're going to be in tabletop. So it's a stabilization pose. Pull the belly into the spine. Keep the spine nice and long, like nothing slides off the table. Hands or fists under the shoulders, feet underneath the hips. Receive a breath. Exhale, round and arch in a cat. Tucking the chin. Let's slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time, coming the whole way up. Sweeping the arms up, palms together, and hands to heart center. Sweeping the arms up and back, press the hips forward, exhaling, reaching out in front, folding halfway. Keep the spine long, looking towards the chair seat. Head in between the shoulders, above the heart, feet hip width apart. Receiving a breath. And then lowering the hips, hands on our thighs, open up to the chest as we breathe in. Exhale, round and roll up, tucking the chin, one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping your arms up, palms together, hands to heart center. All right, so I'm just going to move my chair a little bit. Move some of these out of the way. So we're going to do a little standing hip flexor stretch. Bring the right foot forward. So we shift forward through that right knee. Left heel is down behind the toes. All right? So look to see where your heel is. If it's angled in, you want to bring it out. A lot of times it wants to go out. And shift forward. We're going to be facing the front of the chair seat. So this time the knee cannot go any further. All right? And you don't need to have the foot back too far. So we press this left hip forward. Bring our fists to our lower back. Gently bring the elbows back. Open up to the chest as we breathe in. And then exhale, bring the elbows out to either side. Breathe in as we bring them back. Exhale out to either side. Breathe in as we bring them back. Now engage the core. Sweep the arms up into sunbird. Reach up. Let the shoulders relax as we sink them down. Press the hips forward as we breathe in. Then bring the arms back down. Interlock the fingers behind the back. Open up to the chest as we breathe in. You can stay here or come forward. Keep the spine long at an angle and feel that right leg support you. Engage the core as we come back up. Sweeping the arms up and around. And now windmill, leading with the chin in the chest as you bring them to the chair seat. Or with your fists, with your thumbs pointing forward. I'm going to just shift my chair a little bit because I think it's too close. You guys can't see me too well. All right. All right. So here, now we're going to press through that back heel. Maybe you can sink back a little bit deeper. From here, we're going to go into a little plank. Okay, you can also come onto your fists. Bring that right leg back to meet it. So when we're in a plank, you don't want the belly sagging and you don't want the hips lifted. Spine is long, core is engaged. Hands under the shoulders. If this is too much, let's all come to our forearms. This is another option. If you don't like being on the forearms, you can always stick with the full arms. Feel that core engaged. Receive a breath. Now, on the exhale, we're going to walk ourselves back up. Bring those legs in and sink back through the hips. So the hips are now gently back behind the heels. Arms are extended, palms are loose. Head stays above the heart. Feel this release. Receive a breath. Then lower the hips, bring the hands to the thighs, open up to the chest as we breathe in. Exhale, round and roll up, tucking the chin one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping the arms up, palms together. We're going to sink down in the chair pose. So pretend like the chair is behind us. When we sink down in the chair pose, knees behind the toes. Pelvic floor is engaged, core is engaged. You don't want to be tipping the tailbone up or tucking it in. You want that nice neutral spine, and you're at a slight angle. Shoulders pressing down, palms together. You can feel that fire building in those legs. All four corners bolted in. Keep that pelvic floor tucked. Receive a breath, release it. Sweeping the arms up and back. Press the hips forward, exhaling, leading with the chest, folding halfway. Reaching out in front, keep the head above the heart. Feel this nice lengthening. Receiving a breath. Let's bring both hands to the chair. Back into tabletop. This time we are going to do a little cat and cow. So again, you can come onto those fists. The thumbs pointing forward. First flat back and then breathing in a cow. When we breathe in a cow, let the belly sag. Lifting the chest and tailbone. If this bothers your back, stay in a flat back. Exhale, round and arch in a cat. Breathing in as you open up into cow. Exhale, round and arch into cat. Breathing in as we open up into cow or flat back. Exhale, round and arch into cat. And slowly roll the whole way up, tucking the chin, one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping your arms up, palms together, and hands to heart center. Sweeping your arms up and back, pressing the hips forward, exhaling, leading with the chest. Sweep the arms back down into tabletop. This time, bring that left leg forward. Bring the right leg back. So, left knee bent behind the toes, check back, look back towards that right heel, and see where it is. If it's angled in, then shift it out behind you. Keep the spine long, gaze out in front. We're going to do that little hip flexor stretch again. Walking ourselves up onto that left thigh, bring that right leg in part way, bring our fists to our lower back. Gently press the hip forward as we bring the elbows back. Bring the elbows out to the side and bring them back. If you're feeling a little wobbly, this is a stabilization pose. That's okay. Stabilize our muscles. Breathing in as we bring them back. Exhale out. Engage the core. Sweep the arms up into sunbird. Reach up. Let the shoulders sink down as we press the hips forward. Then bring the arms down behind the back. Interlock the fingers. Open up to the chest as we breathe in. On the exhale, come forward. At a slight angle, let that left leg support you. Spine is long, core is engaged. And then bring the hands to the chair. You can step that back leg in a little bit deeper if you need to. I'm going to do that spinal twist. Bring that left. Oh, we already did that, sorry. We're going to stay here. We're going to go into that plank. So, core is engaged. Bring that right leg back. Shift back and forward. So you want to have the shoulders over the hands or those fists. Don't bring the hips up and don't let the back arch. Core is engaged. One nice line. Receive a breath. You can stay here or you can come onto your forearms. If you can do both, let's hold this plank. Receiving a breath, remembering to breathe. Core is engaged. Now we're going to come back up onto those fists or those palms. Now sink back through the hips and heels. Walk those feet in a little bit so you can reach forward, head between the shoulders above the heart. Arms are loose and extended, palms are loose, hips are gently back behind the heels. Feel this nice release going the whole way down, from the hips down through the spine. So this is like my down dog on the chair. And bending the knees, lowering the hips. Gaze out in front, bring your hands to your thighs, open up to the chest. Exhale, round and roll up, tucking the chin. One vertebrae at a time, sweeping your arms up, palms together. And we're going to sink down into chair pose again. Pelvic floor is pulled up and in. Spine is long. Feet hip width apart. Core is engaged, shoulders pressing down for that fire building in those legs. Receiving a breath. And on the exhale, I'm going to release it, sweeping the arms up and back. Press the hips forward, exhaling, leading with the chest, coming back into tabletop. All right, one more thing we're going to do while in tabletop. All right, so we want to make sure you have enough space behind you because we're going to bring one leg out and then the other. And you want to make sure you have this alignment, nice long spine. Bring the right leg out behind, okay? If it doesn't come the whole way up, that's fine. No higher than the hip. Just going to stay here, point the toes behind us, and then bring that foot back down. Feet hip width apart. Receiving a breath, bring that left leg out behind. Point the toes, and release, bringing that left leg back down. Another breath in. Bring that right leg out behind. This time might come up a little higher. I'm going to stay here. Press through the heel. Can't see my heel. And point. And flex. And point. And flex. And point. Bring that right leg back down. Receive a breath. Engage the core. Bring that left leg out behind. Nice long spine. Okay? Now flex that. Press through that heel. And point. And flex. And point. And flex. And point. Bring that left leg back down. Receive a breath. Round and roll up, tucking the chin. One vertebrae at a time. Swooping the arms up, palms together. Hands to heart center. We're going to do this one more time. We're going to add something else. I'm going to move the chair just a little bit. Swooping the arms up and back. Press the hips forward. Exhaling, leading with the chest. Sweep the arms back down into tabletop. This time, bring that right leg out behind again. All right? One straight line. Now we're going to point the toes. Extend behind us. On the exhale, bring the knee into the nose. Breathe in as we extend behind. Exhale, knee to nose. Breathe in as we extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Breathe in as we extend. Hold this here. We're going to add to balancing cat. So you can just stay here, or you can add the opposite arm. You can extend the arm out, or you can hold on to the top of the seat back. Right leg, left arm, body, torso all in one straight line. Core is engaged. We're not going to hold it long because cats don't like to be held long. Receive a breath. On the exhale, bring everything back to center. Other side. Remember, you can come on those fists if the chair is too cushy. Bring that left leg out behind you. You want to level those hips first. So if the hip turns to the side, you want to level it. Core is engaged. Looking at the chair. Point to the toes. Breathe in as we extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Breathe in as we extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Breathe in as we extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Breathe in as we extend. Hold this here. Engage the core. Extend the opposite arm into balancing cat. Left leg, right arm. Receive a breath. You can hold on to the top of the chair too. And then bring everything back to center. Slowly rolling up, tucking the chin, one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping the arms up, palms together, and hands to heart center. Let's turn the chair back around. Let me turn it back around where it was. Always be careful with the chair. Remember, use your core also. And if you need any water, this might be a good water break. We're not sitting down yet. So if the water is underneath, you can sit down. Then you want to bring one leg out to the side, use that opposite hand to support it, and then reach down and grab the water. And then place it back down. We are coming back up. If you've placed the water over to the wall, keep the head above the heart so you reach that water. All right. Okay. All right. So doing a little different routine this time than we did last time. This one's a little bit more rigorous. All right. So let's come to the right side of the chair. I'm going to do a little bit more balance here. So alongside the seat back, feet hip width apart, lightly tapping the chair, shift the hips, shift the weight over to that right leg. And then let's bring that left knee up. Rotate that left foot 3 times one way and 3 times the other way. And put your favorite color pencil in the knee. Tiny circles with this knee, 3 times one way and 3 times the other way. And bring the toes down. So we're going to do a little hip pivot on those toes. Knee out to the side and exhale in. Breathe in out to the side and exhale in and out to the side and in. Now we're going to add to a little tree. So first on the toes, knee out to the side. And if this is where you want to keep the leg the whole time, that's fine. First bring that left palm, hand to heart center. Core is engaged, upper body's tall. If you can let go, bring the right palm to meet it. Remember, the chair is always there. Core is engaged, standing nice and tall like a tree. That right leg is our tree trunk. Feel the roots growing into the earth. We are a force connecting and supporting each other here. Receive a breath if you can, extend the arms. Reaching. Shoulders are relaxed like a V. Spreading those branches. Receive a breath and then bring the palms back together, hands to heart center. Pressing the shoulders down. Bring that right hand to the chair. Now, never put any pressure on the knee. Now, if you want, you can bring that foot up to the inside of that lower leg, or you can stay on the toes. Again, left palm, maybe we can release and bring that right palm to meet it. Again, the chair is there. Receive a breath. Now, if we can, extending both arms, or I'd hold onto the chair with the right hand and extend the left arm, spreading those fingers. Once you've found that sweet spot of balance, you could be that tree forever. Receiving a breath, bringing the left palm in, maybe bring the right palm to meet it, walking the toes back down, bringing the knee in, coming back to center. Sweeping your arms up and back, pressing the hips forward, exhaling, leading with the chest. Bring the hands to the thighs, hinge at the hips and fold halfway. Keep the head above the heart. Lower the hips, knees behind the toes, open up through the chest as we breathe in, one vertebrae at a time. Let's bring that right foot forward, left foot back. We'll just do a little warrior series real quick here. Now we angle that back foot. We shift forward through the front knee, keeping it behind the toes. can bring that left hand to the chair, or right hand to the chair, left hand to the hip. Gently pivot it forward. Now maybe bringing both hands or fists to your lower back. Press through that back pinky toe, all four corners of our feet connected. When you're ready, one arm or both arms coming up to the sky, shoulders are relaxed, the chair is there if you need it. Slight rotation of the arms. Remember to smile. Receiving a breath. Sinking down, feeling ourselves connecting, grounding, centering. Another breath in, bring that right hand to the chair, pivot that back foot to the left side. Keep the front knee bent, extend the left arm, and then extend the right arm out in front. Arms are in one straight line. Reaching through those fingers, there's a line from one middle finger to the other. Shoulders are relaxed. Keep the shoulders above the hips. Feel those hips opening up against a wall. Receiving a breath. On the exhale, sweep the back arm down the back of the leg, sweep the front arm up and over with that knee bent. Creating that arch. Reach up to the sky as we breathe in. Bring that right hand to the thigh and sweep that back arm up the wall. Reaching up, lengthening. Looking up towards the sky as we breathe in. On the exhale, sweeping down the back of the leg. Looking up towards the sky, sweep that front arm up. Stay here, reach up as we breathe in. On the exhale, look down and reach towards that back knee. Look down behind. Sweeping that front arm up, bring that right hand to the thigh. Sweep the back arm up, reach up to the sky as we breathe in. Now on the exhale, we're going to extend that arm out at a diagonal, arm and leg one, diagonal line. Reach through those fingers and rotate that hand. 3 times one way, 3 times the other way. Reach through those fingers again, breathe in. If you want to go a little deeper, come onto that forearm and reach a little bit deeper yet. For that stretch of that whole left side. Receive a breath. We're going to pivot everything back. Use that chair to help you back up. Bring that back leg in and that front leg. Pyramid pose. Both legs are going to be straight now, both feet pointing forward. Upper body's tall, shoulders above the hips. Bring that left arm out in front, shoulders are relaxed. You can hold on to the chair or bring your right arm across the lower back. Little stability here. You want to keep the hips forward. Bring the arm out to the side. Follow with your head and gaze as we breathe in. And exhale back to center. Breathe in as we bring it out to the side. Exhale back to center. Breathe in out to the side. Exhale back to center. Now one more time out to the side. Stay here. Look towards that left wall. Receive a breath. If you want to go deeper, keep the hips forward as we bring that left arm behind. And then back to center. Bring that right palm to meet it. Sweeping the arms up and down behind. Interlock the fingers open to the chest. You can keep the spine long. Bring the arms up behind or hinge at the hips and fold halfway with a nice long spine. Listen to your body. Engage the core, pelvic floor. Keep the spine long as we come back up. Bring both feet together alongside the seat back. Lightly tapping the chair. Sweep that left arm up. Reach up as we breathe in. Reach out and over. And over to the right. Sweep that arm up. Now bring the hand to the right side of the head. Bring the right arm across the lower back. Sit up. Stand up nice and tall. Now gently press that right shoulder down. Feel the neck opening up gently. If it feels right and you want to bring that left ear over, go ahead. Do not force it. Listen to any neck restrictions that you have. Our bodies are speaking to us. This is a conversation we have within ourselves when we do yoga. So also listen. Gently bringing it back. Bring that left arm down. Reach for that left wrist. Open up through the chest as we breathe in. Keep the spine long. And release. Let's come over to the other side. Move the chair over. This time. Again, both feet alongside the seat back. Hip width apart. Lightly tapping the chair. Shift our weight over that left leg. Core is engaged. Bring that right knee up. Rotate that right foot 3 times one way. 3 times the other way. Then put your favorite color pencil in the knee. Tiny circles. 3 times one way. And 3 times the other way. And place the toes down. Stay here. We'll do a little hip pivot. Breathe in as we bring the knee out to the side. Exhale in. Breathe in as we open. Exhale in. Breathe in as we open. Exhale in. We're going to stay here for our tree. That left leg is our tree trunk. Lightly tapping the chair with that right palm. Now bring, so the heel is going to be against that lower leg. Right knee out, right palm to our heart space. Shoulders are relaxed, core is engaged. Receive a breath. If you can, release and bring the palms together, sinking the shoulders down. Staying here, receive a breath. If it feels right, you can extend both arms up, reaching Through those branches, spreading those fingers. Again, you can also hold on to the chair, the left hand. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. Opening up the heart. Receive a breath. Remember, we're all connected. Our roots are supporting each other. Let's bring our palms together, hands to heart center. Pressing the shoulders down. Now bring that left hand to the chair. If it feels right, no pressure on that left knee. Walk the bottom of the foot to the inside of that lower leg. Now if you can, see if you can bring your palms together, hands to heart center. Core is engaged. Getting that sweet spot of balance. When you're ready, extending the arms. If you need to hold on to the chair, hold on to the chair. Extend that right arm. Receiving a breath. Opening the heart. Opening the hips also as we move forward on our journeys. And bring our palms together, hands to heart center. Bring that foot back down. And bring it back in. Shake those legs out. And we're going to step forward. Right leg forward, left leg back. Now shift forward through the front knee. So we shift forward through the front knee and then we angle that back foot. Back foot's angled to the side and the front. And then we pivot the hips forward. So you want to feel all four corners of your feet connected in that back pinky toe. Pressing down. Shoulders are relaxed. Front knee bent. Maybe bring both fists to your lower back. When you're ready, one arm or both arms coming up to the sky. Slight rotation of the arms. Shoulders are relaxed. The chair is there if you need it. Remember to smile. I'm going to stay here for a breath. Feel ourselves anchoring in, grounding and centering. Confident as we move forward on our journeys. Another breath in. Now on the exhale, bring your left hand to the chair. We're going to pivot that back foot to the right. So feet are perpendicular. Bring that right arm behind and extend that left arm out in front. Keep that front knee behind the toes. So remember, if you have any restrictions or knee issues, this doesn't have to be exactly as I show it. Do what you can. If you're in any pain, that is not yoga. Modify. Opening up those hips against the wall. Relax the shoulders. Looking out over that front arm. Feel a nice line from one middle finger to the other. Shoulders above the hips. Receive a breath. And on the exhale, sweep the back arm down the back of the leg. Keep the front knee bent as we sweep the front arm up and over. Opening the heart. Reach up as we breathe in. Bring that right hand or left hand to the thigh. Sweep that back arm up the wall. And reach up to the sky. We want the hips underneath the shoulders. Looking up that arm as we breathe in. On the exhale, sweep it down the back of the leg. Keep the front knee bent. Sweep the front arm up and over. Looking up, opening the heart as we breathe in. On the exhale, looking down the back leg and reaching towards that back knee. Sweeping that front arm up. Bring that left hand to the thigh. Sweep the back arm up the wall. Reach up to the sky. Lift and lengthen. And on the exhale, extend that arm out past our ear. Reaching through those fingers. Arm and leg, one diagonal line. Rotate that right hand 3 times one way. We breathe in 3 times the other way. Receive a breath if you can. Come down onto the forearm. If that's too deep, stay on the hand. Reaching through those fingers, get a little deeper stretch to that right side. Pressing through that back heel. And we're supporting ourselves on that left thigh. Receiving a breath. We're going to windmill, pivot everything back. Use that chair to help yourself back up. Hold on to the chair seat. Bring that right leg in. Now bring that heel behind. So it's going to now come behind. Pyramid pose, so both legs are straight. So pyramid between our legs. And both heels are behind the toes. Alongside the seat back, you can lightly tap the chair with the left hand and bring that left arm across the lower back. Hips are level. Right arm out in front, shoulders relaxed. Breathe in as we bring the arm out to the side. Follow it with your head and gaze. Exhale as we bring it back to center. Breathe in as we bring it out to the side. Follow it with your head and gaze. Exhale, bring it back to center. Breathe in, bring it out to the side. Follow it with your head and gaze. Exhale, back to center. One more time. Keep the hips forward. Bring it out to the side. Stay here looking towards the right wall. Breathe in if it feels right. Bring that right arm behind a little bit deeper. And then bring it back to center. Bring that other palm to meet it. Core is engaged. Bring the arms up overhead. Bring the arms down behind and lock the fingers. Open up to the chest. You can stay here, upright, or hinge at the hips and fold halfway. You will feel that deeper stretch to the back of that front leg if you do. Either way, bring the arms up behind. Engage the pelvic floor and the core. Keep the spine long as you come back up. Bring both feet together alongside the seat back, standing up nice and tall. Lightly tapping the chair, sweep that right arm up, reach out and over. Get that stretch, that right side. Bring that arm up, bring the hand to the left side of the head, bring the left arm across the lower back. Stand up tall and gently press that left shoulder down. Feeling the left side of the neck opening as we breathe in. If it feels right, bringing that right ear towards that right shoulder. Another breath in. Gently releasing, bring that right arm down, reach for that right wrist, open up through the chest, bring the shoulder blades together. Receive a breath and exhale, release. We're going to come back down to the chair. I know it seems like it's been a while since we've been down here. So you might want to grab some water too, and you're going to definitely grab your ball. So again, when we sit down, bring one leg out to the side. Use it to support yourself as you reach down. Grab your water or your ball. You want to come towards the front of your chair also. I might go a little bit over today because I did a little bit more stuff there on the chair. Normally in my classes we don't do the planks because not everyone in the class can probably do the planks. So I want to add a little bit of something different to each of these classes. All right. So towards the front of the chair, sit up nice and tall, knees over the hips, or knees hip width apart, knees over the ankles. We're going to pass the ball up and over. So just like we did in the beginning, we're going to lift one leg and the other. We don't sink back. If you don't feel comfortable lifting the leg, keep it planted. If you don't have full range of motion, you can bring the ball to one side and the other also. Let's start in the ball with the ball in the right hand. Breathe in as we pass it up and over. And exhale underneath that right leg. Breathe in as we pass it up and over. Exhale underneath the left. Breathe in, pass it up and over. Exhale underneath the right. Sit up tall, pass it up and over. Exhale underneath the left. Breathe in, reach up and over. Exhale underneath the right. Breathe in as we pass it up and over. Exhale underneath the left. Breathe in, reach it up and over. Exhale underneath the right. Breathe in as we pass it up and over. Exhale underneath the left. One more time, we're going to reach up and hold the ball. We're hanging on. Somebody is pulling the ball away from us. This is a full body stretch. Let yourself be pulled and lengthened. Arms alongside the ears. Feel the spine decompressing. Lengthening, pulling, hanging on as we breathe in. Now, they just let go. So the spine stays long and lengthened. The elbows come out to either side, balls hovering the crown of the head. Again, respect any neck issues you have. Shoulders are relaxed. Look forward as we breathe in. On the exhale, quarter of a turn. Oops, turn our head to the left. I'm used to doing opposites. Come back to center as we breathe in. Exhale, turn your head to the right. And come back to center as we breathe in. Tip the chin, looking down between the legs. Back to center. This time we're going to bring the ball up. We're going to pass it from right to left underneath both legs. Keep the spine long. Breathe in as we pass it up and over. Remember, we're towards the front of the chair, so we have that clearance. Lengthening. Lead with the chin and the chest. Breathe in as we pass it up and over. Exhale, underneath both. Breathe in as we pass it up and over. Exhale. Sweep it under one more time. Up and over. We're going to come the whole way down. Swan diving down. Now, let's reach underneath, grabbing our opposite elbow with our opposite hand. Hold the ball in the other hand. Lengthen the spine. Now, on the exhale, give ourselves a nice big hug. A nice big squeeze. Feel that lower back releasing. Now, release the tension, still holding the ball in the elbow. Lengthen the spine as we breathe in. On the exhale, we're going to shift the hips to the right. Look back past that right shoulder. And coming back to center as we breathe in. On the exhale, shift the hips to the left. Look back past that left shoulder. Feel that nice stretch to the right side. Coming back to center, two options. Either the ball is going to be on the floor in between the toes. We'll be opening the knees. Or you can be on your forearms and holding the ball in between your hands. I will start there and go deeper. Keep the spine long. And I will turn sideways so you see what I'm doing also. Receive a breath. On the exhale, as we come forward, the knees spread open. We bring our chest towards the ball, keeping the spine long. We're not rounding. If the ball is on the floor, another breath in, lengthen. On the exhale, we can start to roll it out. Again, listening to your body. So you can go deeper or not so deep. Listen to where you want to go with this. Have that conversation with ourselves. Breathing in as we lengthen. Exhale, maybe a little bit deeper. Opening those hips and releasing that lower back. Or maybe you're staying here, receiving a breath. Maybe another deeper yet, or just staying where you are for that release. Another breath in, lengthen the spine. This time we're going to round and roll up, tucking the chin. So one vertebrae at a time, bringing the knees together. If the ball's on the floor, you're going to roll it up. One vertebrae at a time. Let the chin be the last thing to lift. Sit up nice and tall. Now we're going to shift ourselves the whole way back into the chair. We're not sinking back yet, though. We want to sit up tall, shoulders above the hips. Put the ball underneath that right hamstring. That other knee is above the ankle. Right toes point. Breathe in as we extend. Exhale, flex and lower. Breathe in, point. Extend. Exhale, flex and lower. Breathe in, point. Extend. Exhale, flex and lower. Breathe in, point. Extend. Holding this here as we flex and point and flex and point and flex and point. Rotating that foot 3 times one way, 3 times the other way. Press through that heel. For that lengthening in the back of the leg, receive a breath. Keep the leg long, relax the foot. Left hand underneath the chair, sweep the right arm up. Reach up, lift and lengthen, arm alongside the ear, reach out towards the toe, the ankle, or the shin, wherever it reaches. If it's on top of the leg, bring it underneath. Lengthen the spine. If you want to go a little deeper, you can bring the leg back up or pull the toes back. Again, go at your own pace. Receiving a breath. And then on the exhale, gently let everything release. Removing the ball, placing it underneath that left hamstring. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders above the hips, left toes point. Breathe in as we extend, exhale, flex and lower. Breathe in, point. Extend, exhale, flex and lower. Breathe in, point. Extend, exhale, flex and lower. Breathe in, point. Extend, holding this here as we flex and point and flex and point and flex and point. Let's flex, press through that heel. Pressing, pressing, feel it lengthening the back of the leg. Keep the leg long, relax the foot, right hand underneath the chair, sweep the left arm up, reach up, lift and lengthen, and come forward. Toe, ankle, or shin with a nice long spine. If the hand is on top of the leg, bring it underneath, lengthen the spine. If you want to go deeper, bring the leg up or gently pull the toes back. Again, don't overstretch anything. Receive a breath and gently release. Let's remove the ball. I'm going to sit up nice and tall, do some range of motion. All right, so we pass the ball either around and behind the chair, around and behind our back, or from one side and then the other. So from right to left, pass it around and behind as we breathe in. Exhale, back to center. Around and behind, back to center. Breathe in, around and behind, and back to center. One more time, around and behind, and back to center. Sit up tall. We're going to do spine stretch. So I'm going to show you what my spine is doing. You're going to feel the lower back pressing into the chair. It's not a fold forward, it's a rounding. We start and end with a flat back. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathe in as we round, upper back and shoulders. Exhale, reaching forward, tucking the chin. Press the lower back into the seat back. Gaze into the belly. Breathe in as we slowly start to straighten. Exhale, sit up nice and tall. This is like traction for your back. 2 more. Breathe in as we round, upper back and shoulders, reaching forward, pressing back. Gaze into the belly. Breathe in as we slowly start to straighten. Exhale, sit up nice and tall. Breathe in as we round, upper back and shoulders, reaching forward, pressing back. Breathe in as we slowly start to straighten. Exhale, sit up nice and tall. Now bring the arms straight up overhead. Reach up as we breathe in. If it feels right, create a little arch. Not too deep. Press the pelvic floor into the chair, open the heart, and bring the arms slightly back behind the shoulders. Again, only going where your body's allowing. Receive a breath. Now bring the ball down in between our thighs. We'll do our tension and release here. This strengthens the pelvic floor, part of the core. Sit up tall. Don't let the ball fly. Let's squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. And squeeze and hold. And hold. And hold. Keep holding. We're going to flex the feet. They might come off the floor. Engage the calves, the quads, the glutes, pelvic floor. You want to pull it up and in. Arms down along your sides, pressing through those palms. Shoulders pressing down, tucking the chin. Staff pose. Everything is stiff like a staff. Don't forget that pelvic floor. Keep it pulled up and in. We're going to breathe into it, and then on the exhale, we're going to let it all go at once. Let's breathe in. Exhale, let it release. Oh, so it's a big release. The chair is supporting us. The earth's supporting us. We're supporting each other. Let's remove that ball. We're going to sit up tall. We're going to bring the ball out in front. Shoulders are relaxed. We're going to come forward as we breathe in, like we're passing the ball out in front. Engage the core as we bring it back to center. Keep the core engaged. Bring the ball up overhead. Exhale out in front. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathe in as we bring it out in front. Exhale back to center. Breathe in, bring it up overhead. Exhale out in front. One more time. Pass it out in front. Keep the spine long as we come back to center. Breathe in as we bring the ball up overhead. Exhale out in front. Now we're going to squeeze and release the ball. Shoulders are relaxed. Squeeze and release with the whole arm. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release and squeeze and hold. And hold. And hold. Release the tension. Turning the ball to the left as we breathe in. Exhale, turn it to the right. Breathe in. We're going out for a drive. Getting that car moving. Let's get out of the garage. To the left, steering the wheel. And to the right. And back to center. Bring the ball into the chest. Elbows back. Exhale, extend. Bring it the whole way back. Shoulders relaxed. Exhale, extend. Breathe in as we bring it back. Exhale, extend. Put the ball in the right hand. Bring that right arm up. Bend the elbow. Bring the fingers down. Left hand to the front of that right elbow. Lift and lengthen. And on the exhale, gently bringing that elbow back as we walk the ball down between our shoulder blades. Press the pelvic floor into the chair and open up through the heart. Little tricep stretch. Receiving a breath. And then releasing, bringing that arm across, cradle it with that left elbow. Sit up nice and tall. Receive a breath. Two options. You can stay here, gently pulling on the shoulder, not too deep, or you can come into a little twist. Spine is nice and long in any twist. Come back to center. Bring both arms out to either side, bringing them back. Pass the ball behind. That left hand. Bring that right arm down. Left arm out in front. Bring it up. Bend the elbow. Bring the fingers down. Bring that right hand to the front of that left elbow. Sit up nice and tall. Lift and lengthen. As we breathe in, and maybe we can walk the fingers down between the shoulder blades a little bit deeper. And then releasing, bringing that arm across, cradling it with that right elbow. Sit up nice and tall. Receive a breath, either just gently hugging that arm across or come into a little gentle twist. Bringing everything back to center. Let's pass the ball back around to that right hand. Let's bring the arms out to either side. We're going to hold the ball facing down. So shoulders are relaxed, sit up tall. This is a nice little exercise to release. So we're going to think of anything we want to let go of that's hanging on. Maybe there's some anxiety and stressors, maybe some tension. Maybe there's some clutter that we're just tired of cleaning. We don't want to do it anymore. Whatever it is, we're going to let it go. We're going to let it all flow into the ball. Feel all our tension, our toxins, feel everything that we've been releasing and breaking free today. Flow into that ball. The ball's getting really full. It can hold everything. Receiving another breath. Now on the exhale, we're going to let the ball go. Bring your arms down. See, nothing happened. Things didn't fall apart. And we can just release. All right. I'm just checking the time real quick. Oh, perfect. All right. So let's cross the right ankle over the left. Hands to inside the knees, open up to the chest, coming forward, opening up as we breathe in, lifting the tailbone. Engage the core and the pelvic floor as we come back to center. Again, breathing in, coming forward, opening up to the chest, lifting that tailbone maybe a little bit deeper. Engage the core as we come back to center. So you can stay here or you can slide that right leg up on the top of that left thigh if you do reposition that left foot underneath the knee. And then you bring your hands to your shins, shoulders loose, coming forward. Remember, you're going to feel that deeper stretch, that a hamstring if you brought that leg up. Listen to your body. Lengthen the spine as we breathe in. Maybe go in a little bit deeper or staying right where you are. Feel that release to your lower back. Engage the pelvic floor and the core. Keep the spine long as you come back up. We can add to this. Bring that left arm up, bend the elbow, bring the fingers down. Right arm down, bend the elbow, bring the fingers up, reaching towards each other. Maybe they reach, maybe not. It's okay. Open up to the chest. Spine is long. Press the pelvic floor into the chair. Elbows up and back. Receive a breath. You don't need to do the arms. On the exhale, you can stay here or come forward again. Nice long spine. Remember to keep that core engaged. Pelvic floor, pull it up and in as we come back up. And releasing. Bringing both hands to the outside of that right knee if it's up, or even if it's crossed, maybe we can bring it up and across. Receive a breath. Just going to bring the chest in to meet the thigh. Sit up tall. Receive a breath. Gently release it. Unwind. Doing the other side, cross the left ankle over the right, hands to the inside of the knees, open up to the chest, coming forward as we breathe in. Keeping the spine long. Engage the core as we come back to center. And breathing in, coming forward, lifting the chest, lifting the tailbone. Engage the pelvic floor and the core as we come back to center. You can stay here or you can slide that left leg up on the top of that right thigh if you do reposition that right foot underneath the knee. Bring your hands to your shins. Shoulders relaxed, open up to the chest. Start to come forward a little bit deeper. If that feels right, wherever you feel comfortable, it might feel like deeper. Stretch the hamstring, lengthen the spine. Maybe a little bit deeper yet. Really feel that releasing on the exhale. Engage the pelvic floor and the core as we come back up. We can add those arms. You can either stay here, cross the ankles, or bring that right arm up, bend the elbow, bring the fingers down. Left arm down, bend the elbow, bring the fingers up, reaching the fingers towards each other, opening up through the chest. You might notice one side's different than the other. Press the pelvic floor into the chair, elbows up and back, lengthen the spine. Now, I'm just going to turn sideways. You want to keep the spine long, so if you do come forward with a nice long spine. Again, you don't need to come forward at all or very deep. Another breath in, lengthen. Only do it if you can do it safely. Engage that pelvic floor and the core. Keep the spine long as we come back up. Gently releasing and unwinding. We're coming into Shavasana. Feet hip width apart. You want to be the whole way into the seat, still sitting up. So when you do lean back, you are supported. Hands on our thighs, palms pressing down. Shoulders sinking down. Pull that pelvic floor up and in. Pull the tip the chin like you're holding that tennis ball. In through the nose and out through the nose. Closing our eyes. Feel all four corners of our feet connecting into the earth. To each one of us here, like those trees in a forest. The roots all intertwine and support each other. Let's go into our heart centers. Breathing in and out through the belly and the rib cage and the heart space. And on the exhale, the chest deflate, ribs close, belly deflates as the pelvic floor rises. Let ourselves sink gently into the seat back with our palms open up. Opening to receiving all good things and blessings in our lives. We're going to do a little pursed lip breathing. So I want to dedicate this to Russell and Rosemary, who I miss dearly in our classes. He was an advocate for pursed lip breathing. He was 90 years old and could hold a tone longer than anyone in the class. So keep breathing, Russell. So we're going to stay here, eyes closed. You will relax on this. It also helps with shortness of breath. We breathe in through the nose for half as long, and then we exhale out through our pursed lips, gently, not forcefully, like pulling a cup of tea, for twice as long. So if it's in for 3, it's out for 6. If it's in for 4, it's out for 8. This helps distribute the oxygen through our bodies. It helps get rid of the CO2. So it just really brings a sense of relaxation. So you want to be comfortable here, firmly planted against the seat back so your body can relax. So let's start together. Eyes are closed, in through the nose for the count of 3 or 4. And then out for those pursed lips for twice as long. In through the nose. Out through those pursed lips. Let's do at your own pace, at least 3 more, as many as you need till you come into this total state of peace and relaxation. Let your body relax. Until you totally let go. Let yourself sink into the seat back. As we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Emptying our minds. Clearing our thoughts. Keeping our eyes closed. We can start wiggling our fingers and toes. Moving our hands and feet. Bringing awareness to our bodies, to this space. The sound of our breath. The beat of our heart. The earth underneath us. Nourishing, grounding, connecting, supporting. Let's start to bring our palms together, rubbing them together, creating heat and warmth in between our palms. Our palms are nice and warm. Gently place them over our eyes, allowing our eyes to flutter open, getting used to the light as we start to lightly tap back and forth across our forehead, over to those temples, rubbing little circles, open our mouth, let our jaw relax, our face relax, and our mind release as we gently let go and unwind. Another breath. Lightly tap across our eyebrows, these two little indents, the inside of each eyebrow, our sinus pressure points. Press in here, breathe in real deep through the nose. And on the exhale, tap lightly down the outside of the nose, across the tops of the cheekbones, back and forth, lightly down the cheeks, down to the chin, lightly down the throat, down to the breastbone where our thymus gland lies, our immunity balance. We're tapping here. Rubbing little circles as we boost our immunity for the day, activate our heart space, clear out any congestion. We're going to stay here, do 3 tones for our heart. Ah, A-H. First one, expand and open the heart space. Let's receive a breath in together. Ah. Next one, send that love out through our roots, wherever, whomever, whatever we want to send it into each one of us here, as we're all connected. Let's receive another breath. And last but not least, Remembering to honor and nourish and love ourselves unconditionally, no matter what. Listen to our bodies. Have that conversation. We have this extra time and this extra space. Let's use it for our benefit. Nourish ourselves and love ourselves. Another breath in. Bring our palms together, hands to heart center. I honor the place in you in which the whole universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love and truth and light and peace. When you are in that place in you and I'm in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Thank you. I'm honored to be here with you. And we did go over a little bit, and that's what's nice about this time. We have that luxury to go a little deeper, spend a little bit more time, allowing for things that we don't normally have in our lives. Have a great day.